Well, hello and welcome to the. Well, you can read the title. This review is about the Sabaj, not Savage, but Sabaj DA3 tiny DAC amp. That's what they are calling it. So the postman just dropped this off. Well, very underwhelming box, and I will be reviewing this. And comparing it to the Dragonfly Red, which is, if you can see, connected here already, and it's using only its DAC, and I'm using it as a preamp to my Alex Cavalli CTH amp, and I'm gonna do something similar with the Sabaj. And I'm gonna use my Magni over there to amplify it. So head to head, but only the DAC part, not the amp part, right? So first of all, this is not really surprising because this is like less than half the cost of the Dragonfly. So actually this is the real box, so that's garbage, I guess. And I kept the Dragonfly Red box somewhere. I can see it now, but if you just bear with me, I will go get it. So this is an encore video. Alright, so you can see my place. Okay, so that was my study. This is a different room with a different gear and bunch of crap. Okay, so this over here is the Dragonfly Red box. Fancier, better, and I believe that this box should not be worth $100 more than that box. So looking at those boxes, you can still see this is like $190, like almost $200. This one I got off of AliExpress, so I got for 89 bucks with tax, maybe like 95, but dirt cheaper. But specs wise, this is supposed to be more powerful, along with some like cool DAC chip. The Dragonfly Red uses an ESS Saber DAC, but the kind that is more towards the mobile usage, so not the Pro line. So whenever you see ESS, some number and some letters after that, then please be wary of those letters in the end. Unless it says Pro, you're not getting the best of them. Well, but at the same time, you shouldn't be judging a DAC from only the chip, because implementation matters a lot. So this is the Sabaj box. Oops. Okay. This looks quite unnecessary. This is the manual. Holy crap. Like this thing, like really, you shouldn't be giving people this. This is like disrespecting your client base or your customers. Sabaj, if you're listening, I think you're the same SMSL people. Don't give people this, please. Okay, so we have this. Now the difference, one difference between the Sabaj and the Dragonfly Red over there is the Dragonfly Red goes directly in to your USB, whereas the Sabaj guys have decided to provide a wire. So this is USB-C as far as I know. Okay, so moment of truth. So I got the silver version, or sorry, I think I got the gray version. Yeah, it looks good with my Magni, right? So I think I made the right choice. There are 3 buttons: power, volume, volume plus, volume minus. There's a screen. There's no screen on the Dragonfly Red, if you can see. There's only the color, and those colors are for different kinds of audio bit rates. Like that'll be a different color for DSD, and I know for 44.1 kilohertz sample rate, that's green, because most of my music is like that. But I'm sure Sabaj did something along the same lines. So now let's plug this in. Okay, since it's USB-C, it doesn't really matter which side you were putting this on. Okay, this is meant to be used, as Zeos likes to say. So I'm just gonna treat it like that for now, and put the box back where it came from. Alright, moment of truth. By the way, this does not plug and play in Windows, just like the Dragonfly Red. If you're on a Windows machine, you need to download a driver beforehand. You can just Google, let me do it for you guys. Sabaj DA3 driver, and you go to this website, and you go to product, support DA3, and there's your driver right there. It's something called the XMOS DAC driver, but even without the driver this will work, but it won't go over 16 bits and 44.1 kilohertz. Okay, I'm plugging this in. Look, there's something. Oh, it says 44.1 kilohertz. Dude, there's nothing playing right now. You shouldn't be telling me that this is 44.1. Anyway, okay, I'm not gonna hook up any headphones right here, right now. But what I am going to do is use this RCA 3.5 millimeter jack to use it as a preamp. This is the best kind you can actually get. It's mono price. I mean, for the price you pay, they are giving you the best ones, except for Amazon Basics, in which I agree with Zeos that Amazon Basics are the best RCA cables. But for this particular purpose, I opted for the mono price because, hey, at least like if I get rid of a little bit of a jitter, that's a win, right? Okay, so you see this one side is 3.5, and I'm gonna hook it up inside this in the Sabaj. Okay, all right, and okay, coffee, you can wait. And that's the my Magni line in white. It's a Magni 3, by the way, and Magni 3 is it doesn't get as much praise as it should get. It's still relevant to this day. Even if I sell my Modi, I won't sell my Magni, because this little guy has served me so well. Okay, so I think the Sabaj is all set up. Now the only thing to do is to plug in some good headphones. Now That's my focal layer. I'm not gonna be using those. Let's use the Fostex, my favorite ones. Okay, while I do that, I'm just gonna check my phone for a little bit. Okay, so little tip. If you are gonna buy a $900 Fostex, buy these. These are the best things that you can buy, but buy the Mark II version, not the Mark 1. My ones are Mark 1. Don't make the same mistake, because the Mark 1s are have come in cables that are non-detachable, and that's a really big pain in the back. Alright, so I have it is on. Let's plug it in. Don't judge me. I don't use foobar like most of you guys. I use the J Reaver one, and before it starts playing, first I have to change the actual gear that I'm using. So audio with Dragonfly red, Fio Wasabi. Okay, yeah, so there you go, Sabaj Wasabi. Okay, and I don't want any kind of DSP changes to see how far it goes. Okay, we are done now. Now let's play some music. And one thing to note, the Sabaj uses 2 Saber DAC chips, whereas the Dragonfly uses a single one. But I've heard that they have implemented it. Sorry for cutting where I cut it. So it says here, well, okay, let's listen to some music. Let's try some Metallica. Okay, reload. I know reload I have in 192 kilohertz. Let's see if that shows up. Is it playing? Yes, it is. Yes, it does. Yep, it does say 192, right? Okay. Now, it's according to the specs, this should be playing native DSD. Among the very few DSD albums that I have, one of them is one of the greatest albums of all time, which is Michael Jackson's Thriller. Let's see what it does with Thriller. Okay, my favorite Michael Jackson song is Billie Jean. Let's play Billie Jean. Let's see what happens. Nothing is happening. Something. Okay. The sound is really good. Interestingly, it is not telling me that this is DSD or anything. It's telling me it says 352.8. I'm not exactly sure what to make of that, but sounds great. So now I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna keep it. I won't be seeing this guy because I'm gonna put the volume at max because I'll be using this as a preamp and the DAC, of course. Let me reiterate that this has 2 Saber DAC chips, whereas the Dragonfly has only 1. So this is 2 chips for half the price than the Dragonfly Red. But of course, the Dragonfly Red is made in America. So if you have some kind of a fascination like the shit people, sorry, don't take it the wrong way. By that I meant the manufacturers of the Magni and the Modi, the shit stack. Those people, not, I didn't mean anything derogatory. So they write made in America. It's like huge fonts. So I'm gonna put this in the back so that I don't have to look at this white cable all the time. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Did I break it? No. Hey, come on. Chinese folks. Let's do the other way around. Okay. Yeah. I'm all sorts of messed up. That's okay. USB-C. And what else? It's by default it says 44.1, which I know my music is not. Alright, the Magni is plugged in. Let me play Michael Jackson one more. Does it screw up? I think it will, because I just plugged it in, so my stuff should be messed up. Yes, it is, just like foobar. So what you do is, I'll just load it up again. And one thing to note, that spec wise, if you're like a really good spec person, then the Sabaj is like twice the DAC that the Dragonfly Red is. So it is spec wise the Dragonfly Red killer. It is, no question about that. And from those 30 seconds of music that I heard, yes, seems like it. You would be getting your money's worth. The way better value than the Dragonfly. Although the Dragonfly is really good. I mean, okay, the music is back. There's no downsampling. The 44.1 has changed to the DSD stuff. I'm gonna max out the volume. Just using it as a preamp, why not? You hear that? Yep. Okay. So let me just clarify some specs for you. Let's go to Amazon and tell you a little bit about the DAC chips. So the Sabaj DA3, what it has inside is 2 Saber 9018 Q2C DAC chips from the ESS company, of course. ESS makes these Saber DACs. So, but the thing to note is the Q2C part that is in the end of the chip's number. The Q2C is not the Pro line, it is the more of the mobile or like less voltage consuming products. So meaning I think you won't be able to play like speakers like my audio engine out of this, but it's definitely, it can run high impedance headphones, like hard to drive headphones like my Odyssey LCD 2 closed backs, which no one I know owns. I have a, well, I'll tell you the story later why I opted for the closed back ones. And then we have I have my Hyphaman in the other room, so that's that. Okay, so this plays natively 32-bit whereas the Dragonfly plays 24 bits. The Dragonfly goes up to 192 kilohertz sampling rate. The Sabaj goes up to 768 kilohertz in sampling rate. And also the Sabaj has DSD512 native support. So if you are into that stuff, like the numbers, the specs, then the Sabaj, the new mighty Sabaj, is the way to go. You would be paying for proper money. I won't say too little, but I'm sure that you'd be paying a much better value than good old Dragonfly. Poor Dragonfly, you are dead. Well, you're not dead. Maybe I'll sell you at some point, but not now. Maybe I'll use you on my phone. So right now, let's have both plugged in. If you ask me, from the little experience that I just got, is the Sabaj a Dragonfly killer? Well, I believe it is. $90, $190. No discernible difference in music quality. In fact, better specs on the cheaper one. So if you want me to recommend one, I would say buy these, buy the cheap ones. It has better value, better chip, and implementation wise, we'll see. Maybe I'll post a follow-up video on that. So thank you, thanks for staying with me for this really rough video. And I wanted to do this in Bengali, but since I have a standalone review of the Dragonfly Red in English, I might as well thought, like, why not in English again. So thank you very much for listening to my nonsense, and best of luck. Thank you guys.